As I was contemplating the 12 months of me being 21 on my 22nd birthday, I realized that I had been putting things off, moving things further away. I will do this next year, I will do this whenever, but not now. I had made so many plans for this year, but none of them really worked out. And so after an altogether nice, but in my mind depressing birthday, where I thought that I had wasted a year, thrown away the time that I had to actually do things, I realized that I wanted to do it differently. And so I started my 22nd year, doing all the things I wanted to do, working harder so I could travel longer, and making all my ideas into something that could actually be looked at, felt, and experienced. Here is the scrapbook of my 22nd year. Here are 22 things I did when being 22. I had never been overseas before, and so I took my bags, my best friend, and we traveled across the ocean to the United States of America, where we drove from New York to San Francisco. We took the Amtrak first, which is something I would recommend to anybody, and then switched to a car in which we drove many miles. I saw my first bear in real life, and just later that week, orcas. We finished the trip in the beautiful city of San Francisco. I finally took the leap and went on a hot air balloon ride on a beautiful day in November. I went to Paris to see Troye Sivan live for the very first time and meet amazing people. I then packed my bags again and flew up to Norway alone to embark on a 2-week journey on a ship in which I drove along the entire Norwegian coast. It was dark most of the day and beautiful and freezing, and I loved every second of it. I crossed the Arctic Circle and got baptized in true Arctic fashion.
Welcome to the Arctic! Whoa!
Went on a husky sledding adventure. Stood on the edge of the North Cape. Took a polar plunge in 2 degrees Celsius water and saw the magical northern lights. Back in Switzerland, I went up to the mountain and had a beautiful week with my family, including some funny adventures with my sister. Finally saw Years and Years in concert. And went ziplining and tree tent camping with my bestie in the Black Forest. I went back to my happy place, an island on the west coast of France. Took the overnight train to Amsterdam to visit my Dutch friends and see Troye Sivan in concert yet again. I went to Iceland on my own with just a tent, rented a car, and drove around the entire country. I went snorkeling in the hundreds of meters deep Silvra fissure. Finally went on my first heli flight. And went kayaking in a glacier lagoon. I also drove along the most epic roads for weeks, met amazing people, set up my tent on numerous different campsites, watched geysers erupt and stood underneath the most beautiful waterfalls. A few weeks later, as I sat on my birthday table again, family and friends glancing at me, all knowing that last year I had a weird feeling about this day. I smiled back at them, knowing that I had done anything I could this year. Anything I could to make it a memorable time, to make it a year I would love to go back to at any time of my life. If you have some time to contemplate your last few months and years, and you realize that you too have not accomplished what you thought you would, have not been to the places you thought you would have seen by now, then go and change something. The memories, the money, the time invested, it will be so worth it. As always, the links to the videos or travels mentioned are below. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, it helps a lot. Subscribe if you're interested in more content, and thanks a lot for watching. Take care. Bye!